stuff here for today. All right, so today we're going to do some more chemistry. Oh, so lame. So lame. But anyway, we're gonna do some more chemistry, and this is gonna be focusing on stoichiometry. Okay, stoichiometry is a big fancy word for just being able to kind of balance your chemical equation and figure out the recipes for your chemical equation. All right, we are actually going to do most of this together. I'm not going to do all of it together, but I do want to do a little bit just to show you kind of what's going on and how to show your work and stuff like that. You are going to need paper and pencil today, and you are going to take a picture of your work, put it on your assignment, and be done with it. So if you look at the very bottom, it says insert a picture of your handwritten work here. So I am going to ask for you to turn in a picture of your work. There's not a lot of boxes that we're going to work on today, but there is some. Okay. So we're going to bounce back and forth between this lab handout and me writing stuff on the board. And again, I'm going to do it digitally so that kids at home can see it instead of me just writing on the board. But again, this math of chemistry, it's not very difficult. It's just multiplication, addition, subtraction. It's really nothing too crazy. But it's always better, it's always easier to do it on paper. Okay? And I will say that all through the future chemistry classes that you have, it is just easier to do it on paper. You try to do stuff in your head, you make really, really simple mistakes because the math's not hard. But if you make simple mistakes, it messes up everything. So just show your work. That's all that we really ask. So real quick, let's look through this. So it says introduction, stoichiometry, allows us to determine quantities of reactants and product, which is what we want. I want to know how much stuff do I need in order to make other stuff. Okay, that's chemistry. Okay, trying to figure out the ratio, trying to figure out the grams, all that stuff. Today we will be using a Bunsen burner outside. Be careful. Obviously, anytime you're doing anything with fire. We're also going to have a little snack, which you can probably guess what it is. But we should not be in the laboratory, but we will be going outside. Also, all the equipment, all of it, today is the first time it's ever been used. So even the gas burners are brand new. The gas nozzles on top are brand new. If you guys remember, we did the flame test and you got chemicals inside the nozzles. Those are brand new. There's no chemicals in there, no nothing. So we can use this for eating purposes today. Just kids at home, sorry. You can make a s'more with us if you want, but. All right, so procedure. A couple of things that we need to kind of understand for today. And again, I want to be very clear about this. This is not super accurate with chemistry because this is a s'more. This is not a chemical compound, but it represents a chemical compound. It had different elements to the s'more as a compound. So just be careful with that, but we're going to try to understand the math and the exact same process that we would do for actual chemistry problem. So we're going to assume that one s'more represents 1 mole of s'more. And again, if you remember, 1 mole is a measurable amount of a material that we can use. So remember, we can't use 1 carbon atom. It has to be a really, really big number of carbon atoms that we can use. And we call that the mole. So for example, that's not boring. What is that? Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, all right. So for example, this right here in my hand, this is 1 mole of aluminum. So this is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atom of aluminum right here. And again, we're not super duper, accurate to the 23rd decimal place, but this is 1 mole. This is a measurable amount of aluminum. I could do stuff with that, right? It's not 1 aluminum atom, okay? It's not 1 gram. This is 1 mole, which equals, on periodic table, aluminum equal 26.98 grams. If I put this on a scale, hopefully it says 26.98 grams. This is 1 mole of copper. Note that they are different sizes, because copper has a higher density. You can put more copper atoms together. So they have different sizes, but again, this is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd copper atoms. And this weighs, if I put it on a scale, hopefully it weighs 63.55 grams. Okay, I put that number up there, man. The numbers on a periodic table, the weight, the masses, are 1 mole of those elements. Okay? And by the way, you can tell the difference. This is definitely heavier, 63, compared to the 27. And if you want, I'll leave them up here if you want to play with them later. But anyway, 1 mole of s'mores is something about this big, right? That's what we're going to make later today. One mole of s'mores. So the recipe for a s'more, the compound, is C3G2M1. And the C can represent chocolate. The G can represent graham crackers, top and the bottom, 2 of them. And the M represents 1 marshmallow. All right, so here we go. Let's figure this out. And I'll do this with you. So go ahead and get out paper and pencil. You need to take pictures of this, so go ahead and do this with me. Number 1 says, given 30 graham crackers, how many s'mores can be made?
For that little thing above it, you need.
Oh yeah, you need to balance it.
Do we need to handwrite out?
You can just fill in those blanks. That's fine for that one. Yes, you do need a balanced equation, which that's super easy to balance. All right, question number 1 says 30 graham crackers. So that's G, 30G. How many s'mores can we make? Right, that's the question. All right, everybody with me on that so far? Oh, wait on. Sorry. I lost my post-it notes. Where'd my post-it notes go? There they are. All right, anyway. Okay, so how do we figure that out? Not incredibly complicated, right? So if I have 30 graham crackers, I want to figure out how many s'mores to make. I can start setting up a math equation. Right? I can multiply this by a ratio of s'mores to graham crackers. Right? So go ahead and do this with me. I'm doing it right now. I'm giving you guys the answer. I could set up a ratio of s'mores to graham crackers. It will cancel out my grams, and I would be left with s'mores. Right? So what is the ratio? How many graham crackers are in 1 s'more? 2. So the ratio is 1 s'more has 2 graham crackers. Again, I hope I'm not blowing your mind here, but one s'more has 2 graham crackers. That's the ratio. And so how many s'mores can I make? 15, right? I can make 15 s'mores. There's some other questions here. All right, so if I can make 15 s'mores, how many pieces of chocolate do I need? And by the way, I actually had to do this yesterday when I went to go buy the ingredients. I was like, I have 20 kids. I need to make 20 more. How many graham crackers do I need? How many? You know, like, I actually had to do this math in order to figure this stuff out. Well, yeah, let's use this recipe up here. So it needs 2 graham crackers there. So a top and a bottom graham cracker. If you snap the graham crackers, it would be 4 if you actually did it. But a top and a bottom, so you need 2 graham crackers. You could change that recipe. You could have 4 graham crackers. You can make a triple decker. You can have 2 marshmallows if you want an extra fluffy one. You could change the recipe, but we'll just use that recipe there. Okay, 3 chocolate, 2 graham crackers, 1 marshmallow is what you need. All right, so how many chocolates can I make? Okay, let's set up the same equation here. I can set it up. I want to get rid of s'mores. I'm going to put s'mores on the bottom, and I'm going to set up chocolates on top. And again, that will get rid of s'mores and leave me with chocolate. What's the ratio of chocolate to s'mores? How many chocolate pieces go in 1 s'more? 3. All right, 3 chocolate pieces in 1 s'more. So 15 times 3, I need 45 pieces of chocolate. All right, so again, if I can make 15 s'mores, how many marshmallows do I need? I'm going to put s'more down here. I'm going to put marshmallow on top. I'm going to cancel out my s'mores. I'll be left with marshmallows. What's the ratio of marshmallow to s'more? 1 to 1. So that's easy math. I need 15 marshmallows. And again, this is my cooking recipe. This is my shopping recipe. When I go to Kroger, this is what I need to get. Now, I will say this. We don't really have a unit here. So our unit, remember, 1 s'more is a mole. So this is 15 moles of s'more, 45 moles of carbon, and 15 moles of marshmallow, which equals 15 marshmallows. Okay. All right, so that's question number 1 right there. That's my shopping recipe so far. And again, I'm showing very simple work here. But trust me, with this simple work, if you can just keep track of your variables, cross them out, you won't really make any mistakes when you do that, okay? So these are called mole ratios. These are called mole ratios. And the mole ratios come from your equation or your formula, same thing. Okay? How do you know the mole ratio? Look at your formula. That's your mole ratio. I need 2 pieces of graham cracker and 1 s'more. I need 3 pieces of chocolate and 1 s'more. That's my mole ratio. All right. Again, I don't want to take too long with this, so I'm gonna go kind of quick. I am recording this. If I go too fast, you guys can watch it. You guys can watch it later. All right. Question number 2. Let's suppose I have 34 graham crackers, 14 marshmallows, and 40 chocolate pieces. What is the theoretical maximum number of s'mores I could make with these ingredients? B, which reactants are in excess, left over? And C, which reactants are the limiting reagents? They're completely taken up, they're gone. Okay? So again, you can imagine if I have 5 graham crackers but 1 million marshmallows, I can't make 1 million s'mores, right? The graham crackers are going to limit how many s'mores I can make. So let's do this math again real quick. You guys help me out a little bit here. 34 graham crackers, so let's start with that one. 34 graham crackers, I'm just going to put a G on there for graham cracker. And again, the question is, how many s'mores can I make? And we're going to do that 3 times, by the way. S'mores. Pardon my handwriting, all right? All right, so 34 graham crackers. Let's set up ratio. I want to get rid of my G's to put the G on bottom. I want to be left with s'mores on top. What's the ratio? How many grams crackers are in one s'more? 2. 2 grams and 1 s'more. So that's I'm dividing by 2. 34 divided by 2 is 17, right? 17 s'mores. Okay, so I can make 17 s'mores with that. 14 marshmallows. 14 marshmallows. Let's set up ratio. 1 marshmallows on bottom, 1 s'mores on top. Cancel out my marshmallows. What is the ratio of marshmallows to s'more? I need 1 marshmallow and 1 s'more. So I can make 14 s'mores. So you can already see that I can't make 17 s'mores, right? So I'm at 14 right now. And then I said 40 chocolates, right? So we're going to do C for chocolate. Set up a ratio here. I want chocolate on bottom so they cancel out. What is the ratio of chocolate to s'mores? 3 to 1. Cancel out my chocolates. I'm left with s'mores for my final answer. And that is not a whole number. Is it? Oh, so that is 13.3. I'm doing it in my head. So I can make 13 s'mores out of that chocolate. So what is the theoretical maximum number of s'mores I can make with those recipes? I can only make 13, right? So I can make 13 s'mores. Okay. So what is my limiting reactant? My limiting factor? Chocolate. Chocolate is my limiting factor here. And guess what? It was yesterday too when I went to the store. Chocolate's the most expensive thing on that shopping list. Marshmallows, I can get a million of those. Graham crackers are a little pricey, but chocolate's expensive. So even in real life, chocolate was the limiting factor for me. Now, I got around it a little bit, so you guys can still get plenty of chocolate. So. All right, so we can make 13 s'mores. All right, so the next question is asking, what is going to be left over? Okay. So yeah, so these two are going to be left over. So we need to figure out how much is going to be left over. So let me write really small. For this time, I'm going to go backwards. I want to do s'mores. How many pieces of graham crackers are in 13 s'mores? So again, here, 2 grams and 1 s'more. Cancel this out. I need 26 graham crackers for 13 s'mores. I started with 34. So 34 minus 26, I have an excess of 8 graham crackers. That's my excess. All right, so again, if I have 13 s'mores, how many marshmallows? So it's a 1-to-1 marshmallow to s'more. I need 13 marshmallows. I started with 14. I have 1 excess marshmallow left. So those are going to be my leftover stuff that I have. I have 1 leftover marshmallow, 8 leftover graham crackers. What's that?
There will be 1 left of the chocolate too. Because you started with 4.
Yeah, I'll end up with a 0.3. You could do that. So that would be, well, how would I figure that out?
You would do 13 s'mores.
So I would, 13 s'mores. Okay, yeah, so 13 s'mores divided by s'more, 3 chocolate. That gave me 39 pieces of chocolate. I had 40 minus 39. I have 1 piece of chocolate left over, excess. Yep, I can do that. Same one. All right, so that is number 2. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do number 3. I don't think. Yeah, number 3 is super easy. You guys should know how to do that. you add up the masses for number 3. So again, let me erase all this garbage here. So for number 3, the formula again is 3 chocolate, 2 graham, 1 marshmallow. Add up your masses of all of those, and you get a mass. Yep. All right, I want to try to wrap this up here pretty soon. Okay, let's do number 4. Number 4 is a good one. So number 4 says, let's say I have 100 grams of each food. And this is the real chemistry. I'm not going to have those numbers. I'm going to have whatever number I want for my reaction. So let's say I have 100 grams of each. How many s'mores can I make? Okay, so if I have 100 grams of graham cracker, 100 grams of graham cracker. Look at number 3. How many grams of graham cracker are in 1 mole of graham cracker? Exactly 7. Yeah, so it's exactly 7. All right. There are 7 grams of graham crackers in 1 mole of graham cracker. Then I could figure out, I'm going to put mole down here on the bottom of graham cracker. How many graham crackers are in 1 s'more? 2, right? 2 graham crackers and 1 s'more. So look, I've canceled out grams, canceled out grams. I've canceled out moles, I've canceled out moles, and I am left with my answer being s'mores. How many s'mores can I make with 100 grams of graham cracker? Working my way through it. So 100 divided by 7, 20 something? No.
100 divided by 7 is 14.28.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then that divided by 2. So that's going to give me 14.2. Go 1 over 2. And that's going to give me a final answer of 7.1. I can make 7.1 s'mores, or remember, we can't make a 0.1 s'more. So I can make 7 s'mores. Right? All right, let's do the same thing with chocolate. 100 grams of chocolate. I'm going to put grams of chocolate on the bottom, and I want to do moles of chocolate, gram per mole. How many grams of chocolate in 1 mole of chocolate? Again, look at the table. I made those numbers up, by the way. So 3.3 grams per mole of chocolate. So 3.3 grams per 1 mole. And again, I could go mole of chocolate, the s'mores. How many chocolate pieces do I need in 1 s'more? I need 3 in 1 s'more. So 100 divided by 3.3 is 33, right? Or no, 20. Trying to do it all in my head. 3.3, yeah, it's 30.3. And then that divided by 3, 10.1 s'mores, or again, 10 s'mores. So again, 100 divided by, that's 30.3 times 1 over 3. Keep that number there. All right, I'm not going to do the last one for you. You try to do the last one. Same step, just different numbers. Same steps on there. And let's get to one let's see what is number 5. All right, so number 5 says, what is the mass of all the s'mores you made? So first off, on number 4, we could tell that we cannot make 10 s'mores, right? Right now, we can only make 7. You need to figure out the marshmallow, though. What is my limiting? Can I make 7? Can I make 10? Can I make 100? What can I make? The smallest number for number 4 will tell you your mass of all your s'mores that you made. Again, usually number 3 as your mass number. So what is the mass of one s'more, number 3? If I can make 7 of them, then 7 times that mass, right? If I can make 10 of them, 10 times that mass. If I can only make 3 of them, 3 times that mass. So, alrighty. That is your work for today. And tonight, tomorrow, whatever. So, kids at home, I'm really sorry. We're gonna go outside. If you want, I can bring the laptop with me. You guys can watch them, but you don't have to. I know that might be kind of sad, but we're gonna go outside and we're gonna make some s'mores. Sorry.